Okay. I know what needs to be done, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Sour cream. I'm going to throw these 3 in the freezer. I think they expired last month, but it's yogurt. It's fermented anyway. These can go. It's not much left in it anyway. And I need to chuck this. It's a plant-based mince meat that didn't get eaten. I need to chop up this pumpkin. Carrots go in the grill. This needs to get divided up for the freezer. I really need to make a pasta sauce or something. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll Google that and I'll do it on the weekend. Don't stick your finger in a drawer. I need to put that in here. This is the ricotta and spinach. I think I'll put it inside some pasta or something, or maybe a mini quiche, so I'll need to get some zucchini to do that. I need to deal with this leftover bacon, and my mum gave me this apple crumble thing that she said she couldn't be bothered to make, so I think I'll make it and we'll see how it goes. I don't know if anyone's a fan because it's got the edges of the apple on it. I also got some gluten-free pasta lasagna sheets the other day. That would be really good actually with that spinach and ricotta. Cheese. Oh, I've got some leftover chicken. Oh, that'd be good with some pasta and some of that ricotta mix as well. Take it down. Oh, throw the pasta away. Need to divide this up for the freezer. More freezer prep. The soup for dinner things, need to put that into containers. Here's my potato peelings. I really should probably plant them. They're probably not going to go very well. Broccoli. More schnitzel. Thank you, fridge. We just have butter and some plant-based things there that I need to cook this weekend. So I've given it a quick wipe out as well. It wasn't too dirty, which is pretty good. I will do more of a deep clean another time. The fridge is still talking to us. So we have a lot of holes, which is really good. The apple juice that I talked about before, I know that's our last passata, and we normally have milk and stuff here. This is our iced coffee that we don't have much of that one, so get more. The chocolate milk is nearly all gone. Oat milk, I got that from the last thing. It is not very good. Half of the teriyaki sauce, butter, which should probably live up here. Light cooking cream, regular cream, probably for some dessert, gherkins and sweet chili sauce. But to stand here and look like that visually, and also now I have a recording on my phone, I know what we need to buy, which is not much except for milk, iced coffee and other bits and pieces like that. So use the piece of plastic from there to put between these two so they don't stick together. freezer. They can go together, I'll know what they are. Put that in the freezer to make chicken stock with. Ready for roast dinner. I'd normally go and dump this in the compost, but I don't really want pumpkins growing out of my compost, so I'm just gonna put these in the bin this time. Here is everything. It's pretty much going to go out into the big freezer. Put one of these in the fridge, but everything else, or ham for the fridge for lunches, but everything else is done. I also want to clean the space that is Kira's shelf in the freezer. Oh, you're lucky. Just makes it easier to have everything there. because right now on the vegetarian shelf, like there's chicken, which I'll actually put in the fridge to defrost because I want to cook it for some like shredded chicken through the week. I'm just creating some respectable space. Put the dumplings down there so it's got no touchy. Just thought I'd do a little voiceover to share where our fridge is at now. So I'm really happy with that. It looks very neat and organised. And I did most of this before the last food shop I did because I needed to know what was in the fridge. So I'm happy that I've done it. In this drawer is just some more plant-based meats that I need to cook up. And of course we've got carrots and random veg and other bits and pieces. And on the shelf on top is just the other random things that I need to do with. Eggs are here as well as the soup. And we've got an apple crumble thing that I'll need to deal with. To the side there is pasta with pasta sauce. It's ready for a meal tonight. So just pasta takes 3 minutes in like boiling water to cook and then warm up the sauce. I've still got the bits and pieces on this shelf that you'll see coming up in another video. Kimchi for my daughter, she really likes that. I've got the sliced cheese there with the ham ready for lunches. And then up the top we've got the margarine. This is such an awkward shelf. This is a butter chicken paste that was left over from the Audi challenge, so I'll incorporate that into a meal you'll see coming up in the next video. We've got the peaches that are there. As you can see, they're nearly all gone. And margarine that's nearly empty, and sour cream, it's about halfway full. If we don't end up using it for wedges during the week, then I will use it for the chocolate cake recipe that I have, which I'm actually excited about to be using. So hopefully no one wants sour cream during the week. Sometimes I buy sour cream hoping that people won't use it up and then I can use it in something. I can also use it in quiches as well. So the top part of this freezer is still a bit of a hot mess, but it is better. But here is at least my daughter's vegetarian area. So another piece of meat did end up back in there, but at least 90% of it is clear. And then there's just some other random bits and pieces that's here that you'll see me cleaning up when we do meals through the week. And of course in the door is just random bits of vegetables chopped up that's ready for chicken stock. There's chicken nuggets there. There's a bag there that's overflowing. We will get it sorted. Okay, we're going to make up these apple crumbles. Haven't got around to it previously versus the real crumble that we like to make. These apples were from Woolworths as a bunch offer a while ago, so technically both free. We'll see how we go. Just a voiceover because everyone was standing in the kitchen wanting to see what it was all about, and I was trying to record a TikTok at the same time, so excuse my camera down in the left hand corner. I'm sorry, it blocked the view a little bit. So my mum purchased this from Coles. I don't know how much it was full price, but she had every intention to make it. So, but yeah, straight away I've looked at it with the pieces on the side of the apple and gone, nah. So it comes in the box with the apples and 2 packets of stuff. So you put the apples in the container and then you dump in this spice mix thing and with a couple of tablespoons of water and you mix it all through. I had to keep picking up the packet and looking at it because the instructions are on the front of it, and I accidentally ripped it, so I was trying to figure out because I didn't read it before I started playing around with it. And then the top of which is the crumble, you have this mixture thing in a bag and you put in melted butter. I did measure accurately, and then you mix it through and then you sprinkle that across the top. It just looked like a gluggy mess, and it tasted a little bit like that too, not going to lie. And then I baked that in the oven for about 25 minutes. Then the way to make mine, the best way. So of course get all your apples and I peel them and I dice them all up, and then into a pan I put them with a couple of tablespoons of water. I measure with my heart the sugar and the cinnamon, and then I boil that on the stove for about 10 to 15 minutes. It depends how busy I get. I'll try and put a lid on it so it steams through a little bit, and sometimes I'll sit it and let it rest on the stove as well, because if there's liquid in it, the apples will reabsorb the liquid and it just helps. Then you're not wasting anything either. It won't matter if there's excess liquid when you pour it into your big container. Then for the topping, I just do half a cup of plain flour, half a cup of sugar, and a good tablespoon of butter or margarine, and then I just give it a really good mix until it forms sort of crumbles. It can take quite a while to mix it through, and you kind of get a bit over it after a while, but once you have that, you just sprinkle it all on top and then you cook it in the oven for about 20-25 minutes and then you're done. Here is the Coles one, and here is my one. It's not my best work, but still, it's like probably because I used margarine instead of butter and they didn't really crumble it all up, but I was in a hurry to get them cooked. Feels pretty crunchy. This is always pretty crunchy as well. We'll have a go. Very chewy. You can definitely tell there's a crisp on the outside. This isn't too bad. This literally melts in your mouth because we've pre-cooked the apples and you just got a little bit of crunch from the topping. So I know my winner. So I've made a little tasting plate for my mum. She can tell me which one is better. And here's the results left. Only because Scott hasn't had his as well.